Hi, my name is Daria, and this is the short version of my presentation for CSCI-E63 Big Data Analytics. My final project is Big Data Case Study looking at Neo4j in the context of institutional research. So quickly, you can find a working demo of my code at the the Shiny Apps link up top, as well as the code and data in the GitHub repo below. Quick introduction to myself. My name is Daria. I am a research analyst within the Office of Institutional Research here at Harvard. I'm interested in exploring the value of Neo4j within the context of institutional research. In class, we really had a small example. We didn't get a chance to play around with Neo4j too much outside of a toy example of creating a few nodes, so I was curious to see if we could apply it to institutional research. Institutional research is a broad field that aims to understand how colleges and universities operate, from admissions to financial aid to faculty productivity and research impact, and then we try to leverage this data in order to aid in policy and decision making for senior leaders. So our goals were kind of threefold. The first and most important was to see if I could load a large dataset into Neo4j and seeing how scalable that was. Second was to see if I could use Cypher to answer some novel questions about IR. And then finally, I want to see if I could present the analysis as an interactive R-Shiny app. The data quickly is from A-Miner. It's a citation network produced by A-Miner. It contains about 2.2 million papers, as well as about 4.3 million citations. So compresses about 137 megs. Uncompressed is about 257, which is quite a big chunk to read into memory. My starting point was a JSON file where I basically had a JSON record for each paper and each node. And my overall loading strategy was to create the graph object and then basically load each paper, each author, and each journal to follow a data model that looks something like this, where I had a node for papers, a node for authors, and a node for journals. Some challenges, things that didn't really go smoothly. I had absolutely no luck with Neo4j. I projected it would take about a year to load the data. And then I tried to use the Java embedded apps, had a slightly better rate, but still was unable to load all of it. I ended up aborting at 60,000 rows. And so my final data set that I was working with had about 2,000 nodes, and projected it would have taken about 2 days to complete loading. A day and a half to load the entire data set. So next, I took a look at answering some really interesting questions. I looked at who has published the most articles and what was the longevity score. I took a look at who are the rising stars and some other things. I published this stuff in I analyzed the stuff in R, and then I published my results using R charts. Finally, I created an R Shiny app for my to take all my findings and put them together, and then I published the R Shiny app on shiny apps.io, and that's my short presentation. Thanks.